Hey, Yvonne.
Good morning, Royce. Where is Eleanor?
That's a good question.
Where are you, Eleanor? Class has started. Okay, you have to be on time for class, Eleanor. Okay, having your camera on is
Okay.
not being in class on time. Okay,
Sorry.
okay. So you're late. Just that you know. Okay, guys. So how is everybody this morning?
Good.
God, I can't hear you.
I know, it's just breathing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so everyone's good, huh? Good. Okay, so Royce, I am so proud of you. I checked yesterday and I checked this morning, and your assessment is completely finished. So I am really proud that you actually did it, worked on it on your own yesterday and got that done. So that's awesome. Okay, so let me shoot Sherry a text and let her know everyone's on board today. You guys can talk for a second. I got to text Sherry.
Hmm.
Anyone has anything to say this morning? Someone sounds tired.
Yeah, that's me. Didn't have the best sleep last night.
Uh-oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Any particular reason why?
No, not really.
Not really.
Not any particular reason, anyway.
Mm, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night myself. Like I got up at well, my parents got up what about 4? So and I couldn't get to sleep because their dog for some reason. Oh my god, that dog! I love him to pieces. He's like my dog, especially since I live here now.
Hmm.
But last night, oh, I don't know what got into him. I was trying to sleep and my foot was hurting and he wouldn't let me sleep. He kept whining and crying. I finally got off the chair and laid on the sofa. And he just got right by my ear and was just whining and whining and whining. And I was like, Mikey, oh my God, I'm going to choke you. I was so mad because it just hours I was like, he just wouldn't stop whining. Every time I drifted off, it's like, oh yeah, let's wake Yvonne up and start. But anyway, I got a nice strong cup of tea, red rose tea. If you guys ever need caffeine and drink tea, red rose tea is very strong. Anyway, okay, so this is not my DMV group. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to check while I have you guys online to check since Royce is done with the assessment. I think I'm going to check your resume and make sure that that's um, ready to rock and roll, and then I'll check the rest. So, Clad, how are you? Excuse me. How are you doing on your assessment?
I'm working on it right now.
You're working on it right now. Okay, I'm gonna log out it for you since it's
I
done.
just, I just found it.
Okay. Um, and then Tyler's assessment too. Um,
But John sent me mine.
oh, he did.
Yeah.
Did you didn't forward that to me yet?
Oh, I didn't. Okay, sorry.
Okay, forward it to me so I can take a peek at it.
Okay.
Is it done from the first part of the year? The
Well,
first column
most
is it?
likely, unless he removed all the letters.
Well, he wouldn't have done that, but you didn't even look at it, Tyler?
I'm opening it right now.
You didn't open it when he sent it to you?
Well, I looked at. I, I was kind. I had a lot going on yesterday. Sorry.
Well, because what I'm getting at is you could have worked on it.
Oh. Well, I guess he also sent me clads. Interesting.
Class. He sent it to you?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Forward that to me too then.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll forward you the whole email.
Oh, okay.
I'll share it with you mine, Yvonne.
Okay.
Why did he send you mine?
I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake.
Strange.
That is weird. Because he shouldn't have sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
What should I put as the subject for the email?
I don't know, performance assessment, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so Clad, it looks like all your stuff is done for the entire first part of the year, thank goodness. And I'm so happy you have this online. So now we're going to have to go through for the mid-year assessment, and a lot of the stuff you might not have gotten down in the beginning of the year. I haven't checked your. Yeah, some of it is semi-independent or dependent or not learned yet. So maybe you can go through, or not maybe, but we're going to have to go through the mid-year assessment and figure out, and then assess what you know now. So, and then we're going to do this again. So hang on to these assessment, you guys, because we're going to do it again at the end of the year. So I don't think these are due. Well, they may or may not be due, but
She probably would accept it until we finish it at the end of the year.
yeah. And then Eleanor sent me hers. Thank you for sending that to me, and I didn't ask. So I'm glad you just took the initiative and sent it. Okay, so this is Eleanor's. So we need to work on hers. So, okay, so we got some done. So we're gonna work on this. Today on the 101. Okay, so I want to check because these are kind of time consuming to do together. Boy, I need to take ibuprofen because I'm getting a really odd headache. I got this really weird headache yesterday. So what's going on? So I'm going to turn the camera off for just a sec.
Okay.
Okay. So I got you guys' assessments, but what I want to do is pull up your resumes real quick, and then maybe we can work on that for class. So, Eleanor, resume 2021. See if I can find a copy of all that. And it's just coming up the performance thing. That's weird. Oh, Lord of mercy. Let's see. I got a lot of daily recognition for you, Eleanor. Okay, so get rid of some of these tabs. Okay, so for our 101s, except for Royce because he's already has his assessment done. Clad, your 101 we don't have because we're doing the DMV until this week is over, because the next week when you guys come back, you guys are going to do your test at the DMV. So we're going to do the DMV this week to get you prepared for when we come back. I would suggest you practice on your week off, so you don't lose any of that information, right?
All right.
Okay.
And get the information for the internet, like your social security number and all that, so you can fill it out on the internet for the test and the real test. That's what Sherry wanted us to do.
Oh, really? So you fill it out ahead of time online?
Yeah, I think it's for the appointment or something. I don't know.
Make sure you bring all that stuff with you.
Yeah.
Your social security card, your California. You guys have a California ID?
I have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a California ID, Royce?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Oh, but you're not going to go for the DMV anyway, so. Okay. Okay. So let's see if I can pull up anybody else's. Okay, so let's see. Okay, looks like I've got clients resume. Yes, I do. Then you go through and you go get. Okay, so if you guys want to pull up your resumes, I just want to double check on that. And then so I've got Clad's up, Tyler's up. Let's get Royce's up. Resume. Okay, here's Royce's. Yep. And then Eleanor, for some reason, don't have access to Eleanor. So Eleanor, can you send me your resume, please?
Yes, please, but I already said that.
You already turned it in? Oh, that's right, huh? Oh, that's why I can't find it. I bet you that's why I can't find it, because it's turned in the classroom. Okay. So Royce, let's see. Objective, fast, independent learner who understands. And I like how you're objective. You don't use the word I, because a lot of times when I saw, here, let me see if I can get you guys back here. I wish I could take my picture out and just look at you guys. Okay, so I like how Royce's objective just says fast, independent learner. Maybe you should put a comma after fast, comma, independent learner who understands the importance of doing a great job. So I eventually obtain a position that will give me the opportunity to apply. Let's see, so I eventually obtain a position that will give me the opportunity to apply my experience to a growing industry. Yeah, put a comma after that fast. Who understands the importance of doing a great job. So I eventually obtain a position that will give me the opportunity to apply my experience to a growing company. I don't know if I like the way that's written. Fast. Did Sherry help you with that?
She did.
So I eventually obtain a position that would. Yeah, I'm not really happy with that, the way that's written. Fast, independent learner who understands the importance of doing a great job, so I eventually obtain a position that will give me the opportunity to apply my experience to a growing industry. I think it should be written so I can eventually obtain a position that will give me the opportunity to apply my experience to a growing industry. I think you should put can there.
Where?
After it says importance of doing a great job, so I can eventually obtain a position. I think that's why I'm not very happy with that, the way it's written there, because so I can. That way you're trying to do it, right? Not that you've done it already. I just like the way that the word can changes that sentence. Okay. So skills, typing speed is 45 to 50 words a minute. Or you're organized, you're friendly, and you're cooperative. Okay, your experience, Kaiser internships, home health department, collated packets, addressed envelopes, operated office equipment. Okay, is there a way we can say addressed envelopes in a different way? Maybe prepared mail for shipping?
Well, it's not. No, not really mail. It's not.
Well, what was it then?
Well, it's more like I put the address stickers on these envelopes and then ship them out. But it's more like just put these address stickers on, put the stamps on. That's it.
Yeah, but can we say it in a different way where it doesn't sound like you're just writing an address on an envelope? Because that's not addressed envelopes is not a big enough task to make it a bullet point, is what I'm getting at. But if you say prepared mail for shipment, that's different. It means the same thing. You don't have to change it, but my personal opinion, if I read that addressed envelopes, I'd be like, well, I've addressed an envelope. You're putting that as a job skill? I mean, a job detail that it is, but I would say it differently, Royce.
All right.
You don't have to change it if you don't want to. Don't change it if you don't want to. But did Sherry tell you to put it that way? Or did you write it that way?
Yes.
Nope, that's not a yes or no question, Royce. Let me ask it again.
The first question I was answering the first question you said.
So Sherry wrote it that way?
Well, she didn't write it. Just give me the suggestion.
All right then. Safety department sorted various types of batteries in preparation for shipment. See, I like the way that's worded. That sounds important. It sounds like, yeah, you sorted, all kinds of batteries and got them ready to ship them out. Navigated hospital routes, followed sanitation procedures. Workability, Unified School District. San Juan Unified School District, Workability, Sacramento, Family Search Library Clerk. Scanned and organized pictures, operated phone scanning equipment. Good. And then Walgreens, you are a clerk, you checked expired items, stocked shelves, cleaned and organized shelves. Okay. Smart final clerk, collected shopping carts, swept the floor, and cleaned the glass doors. Organized products for sale, presentation, returned unwanted items to education project search, intern, rural rough transition school, San Juan High School diploma, perfect high school attendance award, 4 years old. Okay, so the only suggestions I would have is this. Maybe consider everything that you have bolded, the bigger stuff, like when you go down to San Juan Unified School District workability, only that, not the Sacramento Family Research Library. I would put that in a different color. The only resume I've seen of you students that has a different color is Tyler's, and I think it looks fabulous. You can even print it out in color when you print out these out at the school. You don't have to do that. I just like the way that looks. So my resume also has the blue bolded points that are in blue. I just think it looks pretty. I think it stands out. It looks really very professional, I think. Just a suggestion. And I already told you my other suggestion. So other than that, it's all on one page, which is fantastic. Now, did you go through and see, I'd kind of like the stuff lined up perfectly on the right. Like let's backspace this January. Like that. See what I did? And this perfect high school attendance, where that sentence is, kind of bugs me because it's not centered with anything. I almost would like to have that in two sentences. Okay, so are you looking at your resume, Royce?
Yes.
Okay, so do you see how all your dates line up nicely now? Maybe it's September.
Yes.
Okay. So can I share your screen so I can give you the other students something to do?
Okay.
All right. So share. Okay, guys, I want you to see this.
All right.
Okay. Wow, come on, computer. It's pooping out on me, I think.
Oh boy.
I don't know what just happened. What are you guys seeing on your screen? Can you hear me?
I don't see anything. It's just us
Yes.
still.
I can hear.
You can hear me? Okay, maybe here it comes.
I don't see anything either.
Come on, computer. Okay, can you see Royce's res?
You're kind of lagging out now. What do we do when the teacher is frozen?
That's a good question.
Oh no, she's gone.
Oh, no,
Eleanor's the host.
Oh no, Eleanor has powers.
Right.
That's all good.
I'm sure she'll be back soon. Oh, well, I'm at it. I may as well as keep going my performance report.
Hi.
Is that your mom?
Did your computer like stop working or something?
Yes, it did. Okay, so Tyler, I'm gonna make you co-host. Let me do that now.
When you were gone, Eleanor was the host.
Yeah. She didn't do anything though.
Okay, so Tyler, I'm gonna put you co-host. Okay, just in case I can't get back in. So I really want to show you guys some things. So now let's try this again. Okay, so if I can't share my screen again, we won't do it. Hold on, let me look at something. Okay, so let me. Okay, share screen. And I'm going to share that. So I'm going to try it again. Hopefully it works this time.
I
Okay.
think it's working.
Awesome. I don't know what happened. My computer's old and foggy, I think. So, okay, so this is Royce's resume, as you can see. Now, this is what I was trying to tell Royce. Now, the dates, all these dates right here, I would like for them to line up perfectly. So I'm trying to space them, trying to see if they line up. Do they look like they're perfectly straight to you guys? These dates here.
I think they are, but it's hard to tell because they're like over to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're perfectly lined up.
Okay, so they're not going to end the same, obviously, because some of the months are shorter in letters than others. But now here's my thing that's bugging me: is this certificates award is not lined up with the states. Neither is this. I want this to stay in there, yes, but I'm wondering if we can make it line up with these dates. I think it would aesthetically look better.
It will look better, but I think you'd have to make the font smaller in order to do that.
Possibly
But it'll
because
also make it easier for people to see it.
now I don't know how far I can move this over.
Same with the certificate award.
Okay, so now this lines up with the dates here, right? Does that
Yeah.
look better? Think that looks better that way? Okay, so now what I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but I wanted this to be lined up with this, but it's going to end up 2 sentences. So if I can back, Royce, if you can back this sentence up, then it can be two rows. Because see how far down this is? Oh, hold on. See, this is your education, right? This is under your certificates and awards, right? Royce?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, do I ask you a question? Did you hear what I just asked you?
I mean, I keep trying, but it comes if it backs a little bit, it becomes crowded to my education.
Well, why is there so much space right here between your certificates and because your certificates and awards, this is answering that. Why is it so far away? Nothing else you have is that far away. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So can you fix that?
All right.
Okay, now I want you guys to look at this resume. Can I share yours, Tyler?
Yeah.
Now look at the difference between Royce's resume and Tyler's. This is Royce's, and then this is Tyler's. This blue, in my personal opinion, it makes this resume look really very nice. The only thing, now one thing I like better on Tyler's resume than Royce's is the blue, how he put the blues on there, because I think that really separates it and I think that looks great. But why I like Royce's better, the one thing, is because he has 2 columns of information. And Tyler's, all the information, well, all the information is there and it's all on this
I
side.
think that's an older version of my resume.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have a more recent one? Because I think I saw.
Well, because that one has the food handler certificate and mine is expired.
And plus, it says that's 2019, anyways.
How do you know?
It says right here, last edit was made September 18th, 2019.
Okay, so let's see if we can get your. I hope if I spelled it right, huh? Tyler resume. So this is when I pushed in. It's got to be more than one then. See, that's the one thing that comes up.
Mine is just called Tyler Platt's resume.
See, isn't this the same one though?
That's the one that Sue Swanson made a long time ago. I could share it with you. I liked the blue. I should probably do the blue thing again. It's not like
You don't have
that
that on
anymore.
you don't have that on your new one?
No.
Yeah, see, I like that blue. I think it stands out. It makes things pop on your resume. I would suggest putting that back in. Yeah, go ahead and send me your updated one then.
Okay.
So things on your resume as you're looking at it, if it's everything is all lined up very nicely and evenly spaced, I think it looks great, and that's what managers look for is how well your resume is done. Because oftentimes you do your own resume, unless you have time and money to have somebody do your resume for you. Oh, so yeah. Are you tired, Eleanor?
No.
No. I gotta take my shoe off. I have a shoe that the hospital gave me that I wear on my my foot's swollen. Gosh. And it looks like this. And it's kind of dirty now, but it's kind of one of these. So it does not bend at all. Because it's supposed to keep your toe from moving when you walk. So but it's been very helpful. But my foot is swollen and it's not doing very good today. I was in a lot of pain yesterday, so I had to take it off for a while. But now I'm terrified to bump my toe on anything under my desk because I've got a fan down there and I've got some ankle weights, and I'm thinking, man, if I kick something by not knowing, if I scream, you guys know that I kicked my toe on something. Okay, so let's see. Did you send me your new resume?
Yeah, I sent it again.
Okay, so
It should show up any second now, or maybe it already did.
yeah, I'm opening it up now. Oh yeah, the blue. Yeah, I think you should put that blue back on there. Definitely. It just looks so much better with the blue. So anytime you're looking at your resume, make sure, like Tyler on your resume. So I'll share the screen so you guys can see you all can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, do you guys see Tyler's resume?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so this is the things that I like to look for because I'm trying to look at it through a manager's eyes and because if I'm actually going to hire somebody, I'm going to look at the resume and think, well, let's see how well they do on their resume. If they did it themselves, let's see how well they did, right? So looking at your objective, Tyler, you see how this does not line up here? This A and this word able and the word
yeah.
that doesn't line up. So fix that.
What was that?
What?
I don't know what just happened.
Hmm?
It keeps going to the second page.
Really? Oh, well, I kind of meant for you to push it, the any over.
It
Okay,
won't
so-
let me.
Okay, see, but the only problem with that now is your sentence starts before your main topic, and that does not happen anywhere else on your resume.
What's the main topic?
Skills, experience, food service department, Kaiser Permanente, Salmon Unified School District. That's your main.
It doesn't let me move it over. It's like stuck.
Hit enter and then try.
It doesn't let me.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, move your cursor. Let me try.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, that's the space bar. That's not enter. And I tried doing that. It didn't let me.
Well, sometimes it's too close up, and when you try and move it over, it won't go until you hit enter, and then you can move it over. But for some reason, I didn't need to do that. I was just able to move it over. Okay. Objective: able to navigate the Kaiser Morse Hospital. I am willing and able to learn any new tasks. Okay, that's good. Skills, time management. So, okay, if they ask you, Tyler, time management, if I'm interviewing you and tell you, oh, time management, that's a skill you have. Tell me about that. What would you say? Oh no, I'm kidding. What would you say? What would you say about that?
Well, I forget why it's there, but I think it's because I said I'm always punctual
Hmm.
and I arrive earlier than my shift. So I am very good at managing my time.
Oh, so is that what you would say?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, because if they ask you, like if I don't know what I have on my resume, it's been ages since I've seen it, but if I were to have said time management on my resume, and they asked me, well, what do you how did you manage your time? I would say, well, when I was in college, I did college full time, and I also homeschooled 5 children in 5 different grades at the same time. So I was able to prioritize and manage my time and work very well under stress. So there's my example of time management, right? Because anyone that's done college and whoever's interviewing me, chances are they've done college. They know that, oh wow, that's a time consuming to be in college because it takes up all your time. Um, so you want to be able to explain. And I think I've okay. Let me finish this sentence. You're going to want to be able to explain anything and everything that is on your resume, especially your skills, your objective, your experiences. I think I mentioned this before. I can't remember if you guys were in this class when I mentioned it, but I interviewed a long time ago, and she literally had my resume in her hand and was asking me questions based off every single thing on my resume. Oh, I see you did an internship you have work experience at Harry Dewey Elementary School. Can you tell me about that? Sure. And I told her what I did. And then, oh, you worked at Del Campo High School. What did you do there? What specifically did you do there? So because I've talked to some of the students that don't know why some of the stuff are on the resume. It's on there because it sounds good, but you have to be able to talk about why that's on there because in case they ask you about it. Because some of the managers in Kaiser, Sherry will give them you guys interview questions. You know the interview questions that you guys study.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She'll give them those questions to ask you, and they do. But a couple of the managers will have their own stuff they want to ask because they're managers. They do interviews, right? So they might look at Sherry's questions and think, I don't really care to know this. I want to know something else. Or I'll ask this, but in addition to this, what you studied, I have a few questions of my own I want to ask to throw you off guard to see, well, let's see what this person has to offer, right? Well, what do you do about this? Or what do you think about that? You guys have to be able to know, to be prepared for that extra question that they might throw in there, and they very well could. So Royce and Tyler, have you experienced, when you did interviews with Kaiser, have you guys experienced questions that were not on your practice questions, or did they ask you something off your resume?
Um,
Do you remember?
I don't really. Well, I had well, that one. What's his?
Jesse?
The two people I interviewed with was Tony from
Safety?
safety, yeah, and then the other guy that doesn't work in the cafeteria anymore because he got fired.
Oh, yeah, he was nice. I liked him. What was his name? I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. Mike?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah,
He's a good guy.
yeah.
Did they? It was a long time ago, but do you remember if they asked you any questions that weren't on what you practiced?
Well, I do know that Tony likes to know like things about you personally, like what you do as like hobbies and stuff. Like, I think he just likes to get to know people.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah, and the hobbies. You have to be real careful what you say there.
Yeah.
We all probably like to play games. I love video games. Love them. Would I say that I love video games in an interview? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially because of my age, right? I'm not gonna say, yeah, I got a Nintendo DS to play Animal Crossing, and I got my
Me
house
neither.
paid off, and I'm not gonna say anything like that. Especially with an interviewer, absolutely not. I would say that, oh, I love to camp. I love spending time with my family, especially my kids. I like animals. I like to read. I love to read. I'm always reading something, that kind of thing. Things that it might be interesting. But certainly not. Oh, I like to lay around and watch TV all day. Is there shows I like to watch? Yes, and I binge watch shows, but I'm not going to say that, right? Because you want to be more active. That's the thing. Because if you keep saying, "Oh, well, I like to take naps and I like to play video games," and that's it, you're gonna give the impression that you're lazy on your downtime.
Right.
And you don't want to give that impression. So, I mean, you're not lying. I'm not saying to lie. I'm saying pick things that you enjoy doing that are more active. So they'll
Yeah,
think,
like
oh,
I think the ones I said is like working with technology and like riding the bus a lot.
oh, see, that's great because you can go all over, and that also shows that you're self-sufficient, right?
Yeah.
So that looks better because if you say, "Oh, I ride the bus everywhere," and sometimes I just hop on it and go places, they're gonna think, "Oh, so if I hire you and I need someone over there on that end of town, you're gonna be able to get there." Right? So
Yeah.
that's a perfect hobby to say that you do because believe me, they're going to think, oh, he doesn't drive, but he can get to anywhere. And that's really very, very important. So yeah, you just have to be careful and mindful what you're telling them in your interview. Like I said, I don't want you guys to lie, but tell them things about yourself that would make them think, oh, just like I said about Tyler's being able to get on that bus and even doing it for a hobby, just for fun to get out there and see where you can go. No, I think that's actually fantastic. I'd be lost if I had to ride the bus, honestly, because I haven't ridden the bus since I don't even know when. I really don't even know when the last time I was on a bus. Well, I mean, I used to ride it from Laurel Rough to ARC when I used to go with one of my students out there, but that was the school bus. But the RT bus, boy, I don't even know. Well, that being said, I've been driving since I was 16 years old, so I really didn't have too much of a need to ride the bus, because I was just going to school before then anyway, so I would walk. But anyway, so I really didn't have too much of a need, and I've always had a car since then, since I was 16, so I really didn't have the need. But that is, let me tell you, that is a fantastic skill to have, is to be able to get, and I bet you, Tyler, if I told you I want you to get me to San Francisco, I bet you would find me the bus to be able to get there. The buses to hop on here, I'll take this over there. Huh.
Yeah, you take the Amtrak, which you'd have to take bus 82 to 38 to go downtown to the Amtrak station. I actually do know.
Oh my God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is so fantastic. No, really, I think that's just amazing. My youngest child can get from here to New York. I kid you not. She is just amazing at reading the maps and to get, all over the place. She got us to Monterey. And my mom was like, we'll get the map out. I said, you know what, Mom? Let Dominique go ahead and tell me where to go. I'm like, go ahead, Dominique. Where do I turn? And she got us there. Lickety split. So, yeah. But it looks like, though, you guys are getting jobs and stuff. So now we just got to work on Eleanor, get her working at Taco Bell. Right, Eleanor?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna make it some tacos.
And
I
burritos.
love Taco Bell tacos. I don't know why. They're nothing like homemade tacos. Nothing. But oh my God, they're so good. I love Taco Bell. But anyway. Okay, so we have about 5 minutes. So Clad,
Yeah.
our one-on-one time is just gonna be the DMV, okay?
All right.
And Eleanor, our one-on-one time, we're gonna be working on our performance report. So have that up and ready when you call me, okay?
Okay.
And then Royce, all I need from you today is to check in with me. at 10:45
All right.
because you're done. You're really done with your stuff, but we don't have anything else assigned. So just check in with me. And Tyler, we're going to finish that exam today.
Okay.
Okay. And then I don't know how much time we'll have after, if we get it done. Because I know we got half of it done in that hour. So maybe we can get the other half done. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's going to be it for today, guys. And I will see you guys later today.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you later today.
Okay. As join with computer audio, and so I always click join with computer audio, but then it doesn't ever turn my mic on.
Right.
Okay, so
But yeah,
I
no,
like
it's
your
fine.
virtual background, John Linnell.
Let me change that.
Oh, John just pops up out of nowhere, just like, "Woo, hello, hi."
Hello, John.
you guys
I'm
keep
doing.
hearing that's weird.
Yeah, looks weird.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, now let's see if I have everybody. Nathan, Jonathan.
So you scoot over that way a little bit, buddy.
Hello.
Turn that way. There we go. Now we're gonna squeeze in over here, and then Andrew can sit behind us in the middle.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah.
That way a little bit?
Which one?
Yeah, just more distant. You guys are gonna have to get back more to the wall.
Okay. Now, so how's everybody doing?
I can't see you, Nathan.
Good.
I'm here. It's Jonathan.
Pretty
I
good.
can't see Jonathan.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where you guys are sitting.
Well,
We're
that
sitting in that room.
Jordan and Devin are in the back where like the computers are.
Yeah, I know
And-
where they're sitting, but where Andrew is it by the bathroom?
No, they're by like where you know that room is where the TV is and the tables where the nurses go and
Exactly.
The classroom.
the
Mm.
education center. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so has anybody done the online tests on their own?
I've been practicing it a lot.
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear. Oh, that's Nathan. Okay. Okay. So no one else. You guys are going to be doing this exam in a short amount of time, and no one's been practicing.
I've been practicing a lot.
I've been reading the handbook.
I practiced a little bit. Yes.
Okay. So Andrew, that was you that did say you've been practicing a lot. Good. Glad to hear it. Because you guys don't want to do this twice, right? You don't want to go in there one time and get it done the first time because you've been studying and you're knowing these answers, right?
Yeah, I actually did fail the first time because I didn't practice enough.
See? Right. And you only get 3 times before you got to pay for it again,
Yeah.
right? So it's okay to miss the one time, but don't miss it a second time. There's no reason. Because like you said, you can tell if you didn't study enough because you won't pass it the first time. But you certainly want to pass it that second time because if you don't, then you only got one more chance before you have to actually pay to do it again, right? Okay, so I sent you just a little bit ago, probably no one saw it, but I sent you all the link for the online handbook, the 2021 California Student Handbook. I sent you the link so you can read it online. Reason is this: if you guys have a question that you just keep getting wrong because you don't understand it, find the question in the book or where it talks about that and read it. Read that section. It'll help you guys understand. It'll help you understand why that question's answered the way it is. Trust me, that'll help. So now all of you have access to that handbook because I sent it. Okay, so now there's no excuse not to read that book because you have it online now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, first I guess I need to figure out, oh no, that's not it, sample, here we go. So that's what I want to share. Okay, Here we go. Sample driver's test. Okay. All right. So we'll just do. So do you guys want to start with test 1, or do you want to go to test like late, later on? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because it's just computer generated. So maybe we'll just do that. Maybe we'll do 1, 5, 2, 4, and then 3 if we have time. Okay. So you may drive off the paved roadway to pass another vehicle. A, if the shoulder is wide enough to accommodate your vehicle. B, if the vehicle ahead of you is turning left. Or C, under no circumstances.
Under no circumstances.
Awesome, Jordan. Yep, we've hit this question several times. So, okay. So you are approaching a railroad crossing with no warning devices and are unable to see 400 feet down the tracks in one direction. The speed limit is A, 15 miles an hour, B, 20 miles an hour, or C, 25 miles an hour.
I'll say 15.
You'd say 15? Let's mark that. When parking your vehicle parallel to the curb on a level street, A, your front wheels must be turned toward the street. B, your wheels must be within 18 inches of the curb. Or C, one of your rear wheels must touch the curb. Well, that's hard for me to say that.
One of your rear wheels must be towards the curb.
Must touch the curb. C?
Mhm.
Okay. 4, when you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A, at or near the same speed as the traffic on the freeway. B, 5 to 10 miles slower than the traffic on the freeway. Or C, the posted speed limit for traffic on the freeway. This is that tricky one that I think has 2 different answers, depending on how it's asked. And I don't like that. It should be this way or that way, and that's it. But I'm trying to find my chapstick. My mouth is dry. Okay, so any answers? Anyone wants to try?
I'll try. I think the posted speed limit for traffic on the freeway.
Okay, so we'll put C. Okay, when driving in fog, you should use your A, fog lights only, B, high beams, and C, low beams.
Low beams.
Nice.
That's right.
I've seen that one so many times.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this. I've actually talked to you about this a lot of times too. Okay, so 6, a white painted curb mean A, loading zone for freight or passengers, B, loading zone for passengers or mail only, and C, loading zone for freight only. It's funny because I remember what I said about this, so now I know the answer because I had mentioned something about this. I said, oh, it's stupid to remember it this way, but if it works, and it actually worked for me because I remembered what I said. Does anyone know the answer to this? Or remember what I said about it the other day?
The passengers and
I think it's the mail one.
You think it's this one?
Yeah. I don't know for sure, though.
I remember saying something about this because I remember thinking, oh yeah, just remember people and paper, the envelopes, because the white envelope and the white envelope.
People on paper.
Stupid way to remember that I know, but it worked obviously because I remembered that answer because of what I said. But okay, so remember people and paper. Okay, so 7. A school bus ahead of you in your lane is stopped with red lights flashing. You should A, stop then proceed when you think all the children have exited the bus. B, slow to 25 miles per hour and pass cautiously. Or C, stop as long as the red lights are flashing.
Stop as long
Stop
as the
as
red
long as-
light flashing.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay, so 8, California's basic speed law says, A, you should never drive faster than the posted speed limits. B, you should never drive faster than safe for current conditions. Or C, the maximum speed limit in California is 75 miles per hour on certain freeways.
You should never drive faster than is safe for current conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know it's not going to be a C because listen to the answer. Okay, the question is California's basic speed law says, period.
That's right.
The speed law, right? The basic speed law, period. So number C says the maximum speed limit in California is 70 miles per hour on certain freeways.
Mhm.
That's just covering this many freeways, right? Like maybe 2, right?
That's right.
But they're talking about the basic speed law, so automatically you know that it's not going to be number C because they're just talking about a couple of freeways. Most freeways are 55 miles an hour, I think, or 65. So, yeah, very few are 70. Okay, so number 9, you just sold your vehicle. You must notify the DMV within blank days. A5, B10, or C15.
Mhm.
I think it's 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Okay. To avoid last minute moves, you should be looking down the road to where your vehicle will be in about A, 5 to 10 seconds, B, 10 to 15 seconds, or C, 15 to 20 seconds.
What was the question again?
To avoid last minute moves, you should be looking down the road to where your vehicle will be in about 10 to 15 seconds. I'm sorry, 5 to 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, or 15 to 20 seconds.
And if,
So
oh,
think
okay.
about, so think about being in a car, 20 seconds. If anyone has a stopwatch, look how long 20 seconds is. You think, oh, 20 seconds, that's just so quick. It is quick, but if you actually look at how long 20 seconds is, that's a long time to be looking that far down the road.
Yeah.
That's a long time. 5 seconds, yeah, that's a little quick, isn't it? I mean, that's just like right here, right, what's right in front of your car, basically.
Mhm.
Right?
That's right.
I think it's the one in the middle is 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay,
I was trying to get Jonathan to say that, but didn't, so I guess.
well, let's do that then. Okay, we still missed 2. Let's go down and see which one. Okay, when parking your
Yeah.
vehicle.
I knew that was when we got that one. I knew it was the wrong answer.
Okay, so when parking your vehicle parallel to the curb on a level street, your wheels must be within 18 inches of the curb. I think when you park on a hill, your wheels has to be turned, but one of your wheels must touch the curb. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to touch the curb at all, actually. In any parking, I don't think you're supposed to be touching the curb. Okay, and the next one is when you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving at or near the same speed of traffic on the freeway. Now, see, this is a question where it gets me every time because if this says one thing, well, I guess, okay, that being said, I guess it's not saying the speed limit because it says when you're merging onto the freeway, you should be driving at or near the same speed as the traffic on the freeway, right? But the question is asked later on in a different way where it's like, if the speed limit is posted at 65 miles an hour and the traffic is going 70 and above, what do you get on the freeway driving? The posted speed limit or the flow of traffic? And so it's like, that's kind of confusing. But I guess now that I think about it, I guess when they ask it, what is the legal speed limit to drive? That would be the posted sign.
Well, if you think about it, like if there's like a huge traffic jam, you don't want to go at like the posted speed limit. Like that would be bad.
Well, okay, that's another way of looking at it, and yes, that's right. Yeah, I can just see all the traffic come to a stop, and you're flying on the freeway at 70 miles an hour trying to merge. Meow.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
guess-
bad.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. Okay. So let's go back to, let's do number 5. Because that was number 1. Okay. Oh, see, this is what your handbook's going to look like. It's going to look like this. This is the link. That link that I sent you guys is going to take you here. And that's exactly what you're going to see. This is California handbook. I guess the 2021 is not out yet, so this is a 2020. It's going to give you all the same stuff.
The cover of that book kind of looks a bit different.
Really?
Yeah, but I guess I'm thinking of the one that Mark gave us.
Yeah,
Well,
the 2018 one is the one Sherry has.
Oh,
Okay.
laws change sometimes, so I would use the 2020 book.
Yeah.
If she can't get you
I
the
too.
full 2020 book, read this online, just to be on the safe
Okay.
side. Yeah, when I did my written test eons ago, they had just changed the car seat law from like 40 pounds, 4 years old or something like that. And I wasn't sure if they'd pass that law or not. And that's one of the questions I got wrong, was because I wasn't sure if they passed that law, and they did, and I didn't know it. So I would read here, since you have access to this now because I sent it. So, but anyway, okay.
Did you send it through email or did or what?
I sent it to your email.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, so number 1, you were driving on the freeway. The vehicle in front of you is a large truck. You should drive A, closely behind the truck in bad weather because the driver can see further ahead. B, farther behind the truck than you would for a passenger vehicle. Or C, no more than 1 car length behind the truck so the driver can see you.
I would say farther behind because they have a blind spot because they're a big truck.
Okay. Number 2, all of the following practices are dangerous to do while driving. Which of these is also illegal? Well, here's some new questions.
Could we have Jonathan answer that because he needs to speak up?
Okay, Jonathan, so is it A, listening to music through headphones that cover both ears? B, adjusting your outside mirrors? Or C, transporting an unrestrained animal inside the vehicle?
That's on the vehicle.
What's that?
That's on the vehicle.
I can't understand what you said. All I heard was vehicle. Read me the full answer, Jonathan.
Go ahead and pull your mask down. That helps.
No. He doesn't. No. Don't turn your mask. Don't pull your mask down. I can hear through that.
Are you sure?
A positive.
Okay.
A positive.
Then pass it on.
Go ahead and read your answer.
Can you read the question again, please?
Do you need me to read it again, Jonathan? Or John?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. All of the following practices are dangerous to do while driving. Which of these is also illegal? Listening to music through headphones that are cover both ears, or adjusting your outside mirrors, or transporting an unrestrained animal inside the vehicle.
On-side mirrors. No way. What? Oh, headphones to listen to music.
What's that?
Headphones and music.
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
So listening to music through headphones that cover both ears?
Yes.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Jonathan.
Okay. Did anyone help them with that? No. Okay, number 3.
No.
Always stop before you cross railroad tracks when A, you don't have room on the other side to completely cross the tracks. B, the railroad crossing is located in a city or town that has frequent train traffic. Or C, you transport 2 or more young children in a passenger vehicle. Anyone want to answer that?
I think the answer will be A.
Correct.
Okay, when you tailgate other drivers, that means you drive close to their rear bumper. A, you can frustrate the other drivers and make them angry. B, your actions cannot result in a traffic citation. Or C, you can help reduce traffic congestion.
Hey, you can frustrate the other drivers and make them angry.
Okay, 5, you should always drive slower than other traffic. A, no, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. B, yes, is a good defense driving technique. Or C, yes, it's always safer than driving faster than other traffic. Clyde, you want to answer this one?
Yes, I would.
Which one is it?
No.
So that one. Okay. So 6, you see a signal person at a road construction site ahead. You should obey his or her instructions. A, only if you see orange cones on the road ahead. B, unless they conflict with existing signs, signals, or laws. Or C, at all times.
Oh, times. Oh, times.
At all times. Did you help him with that answer, Andrew?
But yes.
Why?
You don't have to keep muting yourself.
You're pressing the space bar, Tyler. Come on.
Andrew, why do you help Jonathan?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's not helping him answer
Okay.
the questions correctly. If he wants to answer, he needs to answer for himself, because that's the whole idea of him participating, right? It can't be you telling him what the right you think the right answer is. Jonathan,
Yes.
you need
Yes.
to, if you want to answer on your own. Don't answer because they're telling you to answer a certain way, okay?
Okay.
It would be nice for you to contribute on your own. I'd love to hear from you, but not because Nathan or Andrew is telling you to do so, okay? And you actually should volunteer answers if you know them, okay? On your own.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Yvonne.
Uh-huh.
One of the things I learned about him recently is I don't help him, but what I learned is that he can retain answers. Like, I've actually worked with him on the budgeting yesterday.
Mhm.
He is a lot smarter than he lets on. I mean, like with the date question, all I said was that it's in big red letters, and he found it immediately.
Good.
So I mean, yeah, he's definitely capable of this.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely agree. Okay. So number 7, when can you drive in a bike lane? A, during rush hour traffic if there are no bicyclists in the bike lane. B, when you are within 200 feet of a cross street where you plan to turn right. Or C, when you want to pass a driver ahead of you who is turning right.
Yeah, it's the one in the middle.
When you are within 200 feet of a cross street when you plan to turn right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Okay, number 8. You see a flashing yellow traffic signal at an upcoming intersection. The flashing yellow light means A, stop before entering the intersection as long as you can do so safely. B, stop yield to all cross traffic before crossing the intersection, or C, slow down and cross the intersection carefully. Okay, this kind of gives itself away, you guys, because it says the flashing yellow light means. You guys know what the yellow light means, right?
Yeah, it means slow down.
That means all of you got that, right? All of a sudden, when you think about that, when I just said, what's a yellow light mean? You all say, oh, yeah, yeah. Well, when you guys are doing your test, like I said the last time, think about what exactly they are asking you. If it says a red flashing light, you know you have to stop. Red means stop, yellow means slow down, green means go. From the traffic light, right?
That's right.
So this question, the last part, it says the flashing yellow light means you guys know if it says stop and A says stop, B says stop, so you know it's not going to be those two because you're not going to stop at a yellow light. So it says the C is only when it says slow down and cross the intersection carefully. That one answers itself if you read the question carefully. Nobody should get this answer wrong, right?
Right.
Okay. So that would be slow down. Okay, there is no crosswalk and you see a pedestrian crossing your lane ahead. You should A, bless you.
Bless you.
A, make eye contact and then pass him or her. B, slow down as you pass him or her. Or C, stop and let him or her finish crossing the street. I've also talked about this question.
I think C.
Who said C?
That was Devin.
Devin. Okay.
Yeah.
Always. The pedestrian means somebody on foot. They always, no matter where they are going to have the right of way because there is no competition between someone walking and a car. Right? That's dangerous situation to be in. So the walker, the pedestrian, always has the right of way, no matter where. Okay.
I mean, obviously, the car would pretty much win if it did hit the person. So.
Oh my gosh! Even a little tiny going half a mile an hour is gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tonnage going at you. So, okay. So number 10, a solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A in both directions may pass, B next to the broken line may pass, or C next to the solid line may pass.
I could answer it.
Go ahead.
It's the broken line may pass, the next to the broken line.
Right. That means your visibility is fine and you can see far enough where you can make that pass safely. Let's see what we got. Ten out of 10, yay!
All right.
I knew it. I knew it.
Good job, you guys. Good job. Yeah. So when you guys get asked these questions, like I said, a lot of times the answer is in the question, like the speed limit one. Legally, what can you drive? Well, if they already told you that legally the speed limit is 65 miles an hour, that's going to be your answer. Because if they're asking you what legally can you drive, legally you can't drive over the speed limit, right? You're not supposed to. They do, but you're not supposed to. So, and that one question, the yellow light, that's answering itself too. So if you guys pay attention when you're answering these questions, you do way better. If you pay attention and think of what they're asking. And then if they're asking you questions, hold on. What time do we have? We only have a few minutes. We don't have enough time to do another
Unfortunately, we don't.
yeah. So, and I was like, wrong with this. Oh yeah. So if they're going to ask you a question, like, okay, if you're driving on a one-way street with multiple lanes, and you're going to make a left-hand, this is one of the questions, and you're going to make a left-hand turn, what lane can you be in? Well, the answer is going to be your left lane because you're not going to turn from the middle lane or the right lane because the one that's in the left lane and you're turning, you're gonna crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
You won't have room. So if you're making the left-hand turn onto a one-way street, you've got to be in that left lane. Same thing if you're making a right-hand turn, you have to be in the right lane. You can't make that turn from any other lane except the when you're going to turn it, unless I'm confused, guys. But sometimes they have double turn lanes. You guys been on the road where you're in a turn lane and the two lanes turn like that, right? See that? Okay, there's the exception, right? Because
Right.
if you're in the double turn lane, but okay, they used to have this question a long time ago about making U-turns. I have not yet come across a question that says anything about U-turns, but you can only make a U-turn from the far left lane. I mean, yeah, the far left lane, because you can't make a U-turn from the right turn lane because you're going to hit if they're going to go to the other street. Because you're making a U-turn. And did you guys know that different laws are in different states that it was illegal to make a U-turn in Oklahoma?
Really?
Illegal. I could not get over that.
That must be like really irritating when you're like trying to turn around and you like have to go all the way around a block.
No, it was very, because when I first moved, I lived in Oklahoma for a while. So when I'd make U-turns right and left, and then someone told me, I can't remember how I found that out, but somebody told me that I wasn't allowed to make U-turns. I'm like, what? Go ahead, Devin.
You mean the whole entire state of Oklahoma?
Yeah, it was illegal. It was illegal to make a U-turn. And here we make them all the time, right? There's even signs saying that you can make a U-turn. Not in Oklahoma. Wow. So you have to be aware if you're driving in other states, because the whole state will be the same rules. But if you drive in other states, you have to be aware of what those rules are, right?
And turning right on a red light is a California thing.
Yeah, see? There's another thing. You know, gotta be real careful. You might want to grab it. If you ever move out of state and you're driving, you might want to look at that handbook and read through it just to make sure you're not doing anything illegal. I didn't know because I was from California. We make U's all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so out there it's like, wow, what do you mean you can make a U-turn? That's stupid. But there it is. So, okay, so it's our time's up. 10:40. Yes. Okay. So
Right.
Steady, guys. I sent you the online book, so now you have access to that. If you get any questions wrong, then look it up in the book so it'll explain why.
Yes, I did.
All right.
So, okay, so you guys have your book now. You have the online one anyway. So, okay?
All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. So have a great day, and I will see you. Well, the DMVers, I'll see you guys Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
You'll see us Thursday.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, guys. So I'll see you later. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.